Hi everyone, so here we are looking at number 7. So for number 7, there are a bunch of empty spaces that we don't necessarily get to start with, right? So we're going to start here for inside the part to define this L right here, okay? So starting there, we're going to see right? So we have the bottom part of the L that is going to be a little off here. So we're looking at an odd number. So I believe that's going to be 7. So if I count over 7, 3, 6, 7, right here and here are going to be our corners. Okay? So I just did that to make sure that I'm going to have enough space on my board. All right? Then we go up 2 off the left-hand side, like so. And then off the right-hand side, we got to go all the way up 6 to reach the top of the part. So 3, 6, right here. Okay? Then what we can see is that this upper part of the L is going to be, I believe, 3 wide. Okay, so we're going to count to the left 3. Excuse me. And then we're going to come down 4 to meet this corner. Excuse me. Wow, hiccups came out of nowhere. Okay, so we're looking at that L, which looks about right. Okay, then we can try to define this back corner, which we're going to go back to, okay, right here. And then we continue off to the left 4 more to reach that very back side. Okay, so that's 2, 4. Right? Then we can drop this down 2 just to define the corner. And there we go, we have a 3D part started. Okay, I know it looks a little funky right now, but trust me, it works. All right, so what we can see off the side here is that we're going to have 1, 2, 3 spaces of 2. So we're going to count back 6 to that inside corner. So that's 2, 4, 6 right here. And then we're going to bring it all the way up here. So we can define that face like so. And then we're going to come to the right another 3 to here. And down. Okay? And then we have another space of 2 going over here to here and down to define that part. Okay? So, since we have 3 here and 3 here, that means along this back side, we're going to count to the left 6 to meet where this corner is. So, 3, 6, right here, like so. And then we're going to come all the way over here. So that defines the back part, that top part, okay? And since we know that this is 2, and this over here to here is 6, our total width is 8. So back here in this empty space, we already took away 2, so that means we got to continue back another 6 to reach the back side of this part. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6. Our back corner is right here. It's going to connect here to where it disappears, and then over here. Okay? All right. So that just leaves us with our circles now. All right. So we're going to start with the one that's on this face right here. Okay? The front boundary is going to be, I believe, 2 away from this front edge. So right here. And then the top of it is 1 away. So, and we can see that it is 2 in diameter. So our circle fits right there. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to do the one in the back. Okay? So again, that one is 2 away from the left-hand side. So somewhere along here. And then I would also care to say that it's 2 away from the very back as well. That looks about right. Okay, so we're looking here. And then our diameter is 2. And it does semi-line up with where that edge is. Again, that's just going to be part of the perspective that we have here for this part. Okay, so from there, we have this side, which is facing the side, so we're going to have a top-down, front-back crosshair with our dots. Fill in the circle. Okay, make sure it really fills in that box. Okay, and then make sure you erase the box around where you don't touch the box. So you're just left with a circle. Okay, then back here, it's on a top-facing plane, so that can be a front, back, left, right, with our dots here and here, technically. Do your best. Right there. Okay, those are your two circles for the isometric view. Okay, and I'll be right back with the orthos. So here we go. Okay, so here we go with our orthographic views. Okay, so we're going to start back here, even though it looks like we're starting in empty space. We start right there, and we're going to go up 2, and then over 4. So we're going to end with a rectangle that's 2 by 4, right here. Okay, then we continue to the right, another 7. So 2, 4, 6 plus 1 is 7, right here. Right, we're going to go up 6 to reach the top of the part, so 2, 4, 6. And then we're going to continue to the left 3 to define where this L is, okay? Then I know I have to come down 4 to reach this inside corner right here. So we're looking at that, okay? Then I come over another 3, and it's going to be 6 tall. So we're looking at this, okay? That's it for our object lines. Now we just have to mark where our circles are going to be, okay? So this one right here is back 2, but that doesn't really help us, but it is down 1 from the very top, and it's in this upper right here, okay? So we're going to end up with a hidden line right here. We know that the diameter is 2, so 2 down from that, I'm going to have another hidden line, and then our center line is going to be right here, okay? Then we have this, okay, which our left-hand boundary is 2 away from this very left-hand side, okay? So we're going to end up with a hidden line here. We know the diameter is 2, which lines up with this object line, so we're not going to draw it again. But then we have our center line right here, okay? So that's it for our front view. Not very complicated yet, okay? But now for our side view, it does get a little weird, okay? So dropping this over, okay? We're going to end up with something that is going to look 6 tall, and then we go back 6, so 3, 6, right here, and here. And then we have this rectangle that is 2 by 6, so coming over 2 will give us this. In terms of object lines for the time being, okay? All right, so from there, we know that this platform behind this upper is 2 high from the bottom. So it's 2 up from the bottom. It's going to be a hidden line that comes all the way across. Okay? That defines this whole plane. The last thing we need to do before we move on to our circles is we need to define this corner, which is technically this hidden square right here. Okay? So we go in 2 from the very front. So we're going to have a hidden line right there, 2 away from the front. All right? From there, we have to draw our circles. Okay? So this is where the back measurement here, 2 away from the front, helps. And it's 1 down from the top with a diameter of 2. So we have our circle right here. So we got our crosshairs and our dots lining us up. Do your best. And you should have a circle like that inside that box. Okay? From there, we're going to have our hidden lines 2 away from the very back, okay, which lines us up with this object line right here, and then we'll have another hidden line right here to define this boundary of the circle. Then our center line is going to be right in the middle of that, okay? It doesn't break any higher than that hidden line that we see in the side view because it's only on this plane right here, which is only 2 up from the very bottom of the part, okay? All right, moving on to our top view. We're looking at this here, okay? Not really sure how long the part is, I never counted. So that's 4, plus 7 is 11, plus 3 is 14. So we're 14 again, and then we're going to go back 8. So that's 3, 6, plus 2 is 8, all the way back here. Okay, so this dot is an empty space again, okay? We know that we have to go inside the part 2 to have an actual corner, and then we're going to go over 4 to meet where it comes back forward again, okay? So we're going to see this on the top view, okay? Then we continue another 4 to reach this corner, okay? And then it's another 3 over to this corner, okay? Don't forget that this part goes all the way back, so make sure it translates up to here, like so, okay? Then this is another dot that's going to be in empty space, okay? So we see that this rectangle is 2 wide, so off the back here, I'm going to drop down 2, okay? And then we have this space of 3 right here to tell me that's where that inner corner is going to meet here, okay? So that's where our object lines are. And all we have left to do is draw our circles, and then we're done with this part, okay? So we have our circle here, which is 2 away from the front. So right here, with a hidden line, and a hidden line here, because the diameter is 2. And then our center point will be right in between that, right there, okay? And then for our circle back here, it's 2 away from this, 2 away from the back side, and the diameter is 2. So we see a square like that for the boundaries of our circle. We got our crosshair and our dots, and then from there, draw the circle as best as you can inside that box, okay? And that's it for number 7. Again, if you guys have any questions, make sure you send me an email or message me on Canvas or ask in class. Have a great night, guys.